And I didn't see it at first, but my wrist started burning really bad, but I didn't see anything.
We labeled this trail better than Yellowstone. Mama grizzly and a couple of cubs were spotted. And if you know anything about grizzlies, that's the wrong kind of grizzly to get face to face with. You saw your whole life flash before your eyes.
That thing could have ate me. All right, y'all, the moment you've been waiting for, our site tour of Soda Lake here in Pinedale, Wyoming. Here is the lake, y'all. We got a campsite view of the lake. Let me spin y'all around really slow. There's I think that's an osprey flying right there. I hope y'all can see it. We've seen wild horses, well, semi-wild horses, draft horses. We've heard the coyotes. We've seen the antelope. We've seen an eagle. We just come down this road right here. That's Rob and Don right there. Chris and Courtney right here. And Cal and Michelle. And this is our little communal area. I hope I said that right. We have a fire pit with a fly trap in it. And we have a picnic table that we've been sitting at to look at the water. Pretty cool, isn't it, y'all? We like it. And Cluck Norris has the best view ever, doesn't he? He's liking that view. Oh, yeah. And because we're our back end is west this time, we like to be south, southwest, but to get this view, we put the back end west. So instead of our Starlink being on our slide, we have it on our roof up there. All right, y'all, we are at, this used to be our #1 hike, and then Idaho overtook it. So
Idaho came along and ruined everything.
do you think this could go back to #1? Because we're going farther this time.
I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment until we actually get there, because we only went like 3 miles out last time and 3 miles back. Total is 6. Now we might be going 5-ish out in the same back. So I don't know. It's an amazing trail. We'll see.
And we named it better than Yellowstone, but what's the official name of this trail?
New Fork Lake Trail, and if you, that's the All Trails name. And if you look on the map, the trail actually says New Fork Porcupine or something. It's odd, but the All Trails, which is the only thing we ever go by, because they just make up their own stuff, is New Fork Lake Trail.
And y'all look, the aspens are starting to change. They haven't fully changed yet. Also, y'all, we are wearing our Frog Tog rain jackets. This trail was the trail that we asked y'all what was your favorite rain jacket, because we didn't have these rain jackets the last time we were here.
And we're wearing them because it's a little chilly. It's in the 40s right now. So here we go walking through the woods. Again, we seem to do this every week. But at the trailhead, Sean and Michelle found a note. You know at trailheads at National Forest how they want you to check in, how many people are in your party, blah, blah, blah. So they found a note from June. Keep in mind, this is September. They said at the top of the lake in June, Mama grizzly and a couple of cubs were spotted. And if you know anything about grizzlies, that's the wrong kind of grizzly to get face to face with. There's almost no chance we're gonna see one, hear one, be anywhere close to one, but it just kind of cements in your mind, be careful. So that's my message to you. It may seem like a perfect trail, but keep your eyes open. And unless it's prohibited by law, we always bring our bear spray. And I've been called out on that before. We were in Idaho, some guy started laughing like, "You seen any bears?" Well, I told him, I've been hiking all over this country so far, and it goes with me everywhere I go. So I don't care if there's nothing but a Bambi around in these woods. Bear spray goes with me. Not negotiable. How about you? Do you bring anything with you when you hike? Good idea. All right, here we go. You're gonna see quite a few amazing views on this trail, and we're about to hit the first one. I give you New Fork Lake. At least I think that's what it's called. And as we said, Even though we've never been to Yellowstone, we label this trail better than Yellowstone. Because in our minds, this is just unbeatable. And this is one of my favorite trail types, mine personally, because you can see it goes up over here and it goes down over here. I like that, where you're kind of on the edge, because it's exciting. It means you get a good view, usually, of something, unless there's tall trees on both sides. I really like this trail, and I can't wait to get past the lake, because you see up there, that's where we're headed, and that's where the fun really begins. All right, y'all, we get to see, well, one just went by. Do you hear that beautiful bird?
There's another one, Matthew, right above in the sky.
Yeah, there's one flying, but I'm going to stay on the one that I've got. What an amazing sound. And, oh, there it goes. Look at that. He's calling her and she says, I don't know. All right, you see the lake? Nope, because the end of all trails is the end of the lake. All right, y'all, it's not really a reveal, but it kind of is, so we'll just treat it like a big reveal. I give you what we call better than Yellowstone. Have we been to the Yellowstone? No, we haven't, but that's our name. Look at the colors on the aspen trees. Look at this. And yes, this is every bit as amazing as it looks on camera, but more. And as I said, this trail is not prohibitive unless you can't stand any elevation gain at all. It's just so amazing, the stuff you see. And the increase in elevation is very gradual, for the most part. But look at this. And there aren't any cows here this time. Last time, along the creek the whole way, there were cows, weren't there?
Yes.
All right, y'all. If you've seen our previous video from 2 years ago, this is where we turned around.
I'm looking forward to going further this time. We started earlier than we did last time.
And you would think something that we've done before we wouldn't be so excited about, but I love it even more this time than I did last time.
Well, now we're getting more fall colors. If we would have came maybe 2 weeks or maybe even a week later, it would probably be even more colorful. Is it slippery?
No, it's very grippy. Oh. You got it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. It's big. It's ferocious. It's a garter snake. Kyle actually had just picked it up and it said, I'm not going that direction, but now it's happy.
Glad I didn't step on it.
Yeah, that's a good eye.
Sean?
I don't do snakes.
You saw your whole life flash before your eyes.
That thing could have ate me.
Matthew stepped right over and it
I didn't even know.
Matthew doesn't notice half the stuff in our life, y'all.
And the other half I don't remember. That's why I have Sean. All right, y'all, we're not totally around the hill yet, but I can't give up on this view. We've gotten peeks of it, glimpses of it, but here's the whole thing. You can see, there it is, and look at this. You can see a few years ago they had a forest fire there. It's coming back nicely. All right, y'all, as I told you, there's been a forest fire here years ago. You're looking at one of the burnt logs, and it smells like a subtle hint of a campfire, and that's very nice. You see this right here? Subtle hint of a campfire, nice smell, and then you get the pine trees. And I'm going to say the breeze is maybe in the 50 to 60 degree range. It doesn't get much better than this, folks. However, we are going to spend the rest of our lives searching for better. So, all right, we just got done with our lunch and it was under some aspen trees. What do you think?
It was pretty amazing. I mean, it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and we had Chex Mix to eat with it. I know some of y'all have been asking that y'all want to see us eat lunch, so I forgot. I'm sorry. We'll try to remember that next time.
This is amazing. Where's the trail go? Not down there.
Oh, wow.
Watch that next step. I feel like we should be on the Wyoming Tourism Board. If you're watching, want some hired help? Y'all, You never know what you're going to see on this trail. It keeps getting better and better and better. For our many friends out there who cannot travel, I hope y'all enjoy this. Y'all, if you get tired of the scenery, just wait a couple seconds. You'll find something else. Look at this. Deep, dark in a forest. So when we were eating lunch, there was this guy. I'd put him, I don't know, 30s, maybe 40s. I'm not good at telling age. So anyhow, he excused himself. We said hi, trail pleasantries. He said there was one more person behind him. We thought, okay, maybe they're just not the conversational type because we didn't see anybody else. We thought, all right, he was booking it, so maybe they got in a fight. I have no idea. There is nobody else. So our theory is, and I didn't come up with this, but the theory is maybe he said that just as a safety thing. You know, 4 people on one. I mean, I don't know. You never know where people come from and what their mentality is and why they do what they do, but I guess it makes sense. If you're looking for somebody who's not there yet, might be a safety thing. Nobody trying to rob them or anything, but he looked very capable and we're just innocent RVers, so I don't know. But I guess that's a new one on me, but now that I hear about it, it makes sense. What about y'all? Have you ever seen anything like that before? Has anybody ever told you a tale you think out of safety, self-preservation, just to make sure that they can get by safely? That's new to me. Put that in the comments below. What tricks do you have if you're a solo hiker to feel safe when you come by groups of people? All right, y'all. Well, we were wrong. There really is, let me show you the creek while I'm talking. There really is another person. Yep, we passed them. They're on a 9-day, multi-day hike. Can you believe that? That's crazy. But he told us there's yet a third person, who obviously we haven't seen yet, but then there's a huge waterfall with a pool of water. So we probably would have turned around before then. So we got a mile to go. Totally worth it. Wyoming is our favorite state. Colorado, you got a lot of work ahead of you if you're gonna come out #1, because right now, not even close. All right, y'all, this is it. The trail keeps going for miles and miles and miles, and we did not see the glorious waterfall, but we do know that a ways back, the creek gets really close. So we're gonna head back there. So we're not done with the fun stuff, but the waterfall, I mean, the guy's been hiking for 9 days. So, you know, a mile, 10 miles might turn into 1. So we're just gonna turn around because every step we took to get here, we gotta go back. So back we go. We want to see the water. Some people want to soak their feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Wyoming. Have you ever seen a scene like that? All right, I need to move off this rock so they can have a turn. See, there's a line. It's Instagram, folks. There's a line of people.
All right, y'all, we made it back from the Better Than Yellowstone Trail.
Now, let me ask you. This had slipped to #2 because we had only gone 6 miles before. What do you think now?
It moved to #1.
Absolutely.
Bye, Idaho.
Now, that was an amazing trail in Idaho.
But
this is our #1 trail. I guess I hold up this finger. #1 trail by far. Highly recommended. Yes. We went a total of 11.82 miles, which was a little bit longer than our friends, especially because this one here wanted to walk down the beach to see something that was a little bit further away than she thought. So 11.82 miles, 1,253 feet of elevation gain. So we don't get Cracker Barrel because Wyoming, you don't have any Cracker Barrel. Come on, man, get it together.
What's up with that?
But we're ready to go home. Everybody's ready to go home. It was a wonderful day. Couldn't be any better. Perfect weather. We're just ready to leave.
My feet are tired.
Yep.
All right, y'all, Matthew's attempting to go feed this horse. The rest of them are walking away from us.
There you go.
waving the carrot in front of the horse. Oh, is it coming closer?
I got one more for you. There you go. All right.
Just keep it flat.
Like this?
Yep, keep your hand as flat as possible. Don't let it get your fingers.
Are you recording?
Yep. Sean, take this out of my hand.
That's okay, I'll get it.
It was.
It's gonna lick you. It's gonna lick your fingers. Finger licking good.
It feels so weird.
Leave your hand totally
Try
flat.
it, Don?
Sean, flat.
Like this.
Yeah, just
Like this.
flat.
Like that. Just
Oh, like that.
flat. Like as flat as you can.
Did you drop it again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Aww. His brothers and sisters don't know if they're missing.
They're missing out.
Do you want my whole
Sure,
bag of
one.
carrots? Yeah, you want to lick the carrots, don't you?
Did you like those?
Here, I'll give you one more.
Oh, peer pressure.
Peer pressure from a horse.
Aww.
There you go. All right.
All right.
All right, y'all, we got up first thing this morning, and there's this fog on the lake, because I think it got down to, according to my phone, 36, and you can just see the fog. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Yeah, Sean rushes me out the door. Go take a picture.
Blowing. I don't know if it's going to pick up how well it's blowing.
It's really cool, this fog on the lake.
Blowing here on the lake. And I don't know if it's because the lake is warmer than the air. I don't know. Leave a comment below.
What produces lake fog?
Yeah. Look how cool that is, y'all. We haven't seen it the whole time we've been here.
If you look down the coastline, it seems to start right where the water is.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's because, or is it opposite? Is the lake really cold? No.
I think the lake is warmer than
Yeah.
the surrounding temperature.
Because when we got here, it was hot. Now it's cold.
But it's
so.
really cool, and you look at the horizon, there's like a pink layer beneath the blue.
And then to give y'all perspective, I'm going to spin y'all around. Really
It's been a
slow.
long time since we've gotten our own beach.
Yeah, there we are. Alright, y'all, it only took 2 years and towards the end of our stay, but Matthew's finally getting to do what he always wanted to do the first time.
What are hills for? They're for climbing. That's why they exist. It's the only reason they exist in my mind. And that big sucker over there, which our friend is already at the top of, is what we're about to go climb with some other friends.
Yeah, hey Chris, or yo Adrian, whatever it is. And the reason we didn't do it our first week is because we had a major hike, as y'all saw, to Better Than Yellowstone Trail, so we wanted to save our legs for that. So, and then the beginning of the week, the weather was not so good.
Not so good. Rainy, really cold. I'd say it's in the upper 50s right now, so it's good weather for it.
Yeah, it's really nice. So you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. The sun is still up.
Maybe we'll meet Chris on the way down.
Probably.
Maybe he's waiting for us.
I don't know. We'll see. All right, there it is up close. That's our friend's Jeep. He's already at the top. I don't know when he's coming down. He's been up there for a while now. Probably enjoying the success of his climb. How many of you can pick out the trail? I see the trail, so to speak. All right, y'all, we are about halfway up. Seemed like we were about all the way up until we got over this hill. And then we determined, as you can tell, not done. This is not a fence to keep us out, by the way. This is simply a habitat boundary. They got cattle in the area and they have their horses. So they don't want them going any further. Nothing says keep out. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have you looking into the sun, so I apologize. That's where we came from, more or less. That's where we're headed. Put in the comments below, is this another false summit? Because if you look at our original video of this, seems like every 100 feet, there's another false summit or a little landing or a ledge. All right, Sean, what's the update?
We're turning around because it's going to be getting dark.
Yeah, I mean, we started a little bit late, but we didn't have any choice. You know, most of us had to work. So
yeah,
let me show you around. On the other side of this ridge is the lake. However, the time is, what time is it?
it's 6:35.
It's 6:35, okay? And on the other side of this ridge is also the lake. It's Fremont Lake. It's a very long lake, y'all. It's long and skinny and beautiful, but it would take us another 30 minutes to get to the lake from here, which means it would take another 30 minutes to cross this, and then we start heading home. So we didn't make it, but we did. I'm gonna call it a victory because we made it. The sun's right in my eyes, y'all. Call it a victory because we made it all the way to the top. So at least it's not all a miss. One of the big benefits of coming back in daylight is you still get to see the view. Well, and you still get to see your feet in front of you.
All right, y'all, I hope you can see the sunset. We just got back to the RV, so we made a wise choice turning around, because if we would have kept going to the lake, it would have added like another hour, and we would have been going down the hill in the dark.
And there would have been nothing wrong with that if it were a smooth hill, but smooth it was not. All right, elevation gain of 686 feet, 3.3 miles, and that's it. It doesn't tell me calories on the screen, so. All right, y'all, I don't know if you can hear me because it's windy, but this is a wildlife loop. You see the mountains in the background? Look at this. Wall-to-wall draft horses. There's no handlers here right now. They're just all over here. This is where they want to be. Look at that beautiful white one. They're just all standing around. I mean, it's just instinct for them. I guess they know this time of year where to be. Isn't that amazing? Look at all these beautiful horses. I know you've seen them several times, and that's a running theme in our videos, but I thought we would share. If we get blessed with seeing them, we want to bless you.
So a lot of y'all are probably asking, why Soda Lake? Why did y'all decide to come back to a place that you said you were never coming back to?
Yeah, well, it's just so amazing we couldn't help ourselves. Yeah, do you need any more proof why?
This is our backyard, y'all.
And we've learned a few things. We've learned where in our rig to spray ortho. So we use an Ortho Home Defense. Not sponsored, but it's what we use. And we sprayed all under the kingpin, around the kingpin, around that whole section of it. And it seems to maybe remove 90% of them.
Yeah, and then we had a new critter join that we didn't have to deal with last season, or the last time we were here, maybe we just didn't notice them, but it's the yellow jackets.
The big hairy ones with the legs hanging off and everything, them.
Did y'all see the contraption that Matthew made for our yellow jackets?
Hey, everybody has an inner MacGyver. Sometimes you just have to pull it out.
And I actually got stung by one of these things. On the inside, I was going to wash my face for the night, and that thing was hiding in my washcloth. And I didn't see it at first, but my wrist started burning really bad, but I didn't see anything. I'm like, Matthew, why is my wrist burning so bad? I didn't see a
So you didn't feel an initial sting or anything?
No, I didn't see a red mark or anything. I'm like, what did I do? But then he started looking. He said, well, something bit you. I'm like, oh no, look in the sink, because I was washing my face with water, and he noticed it. Oh.
Well, yeah, and so I carefully took it outside and got rid of it, and it was all soggy wet, so.
So how many of y'all have been stung by a yellow jacket? Those things are painful.
I'm just amazed that you didn't feel the initial sting. All of a sudden your hand started burning.
It was weird. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't know if I had some weird joint problem going on or what it was.
But the good thing is it was very easy to deal with. A little ice, a little hydrocortisone, good as new. I mean, the pain literally went away.
we finally got to see a small herd of antelope, but when we were here before, and we'll link the video before, we just saw herds of antelope.
Large herds.
And we got to talk to someone that gave us more information about it. Apparently right after we left that year, this area had a really bad winter, and the antelope got a bad respiratory infection, and it wiped a lot of the herd out. So that's why we don't see many of them.
Yeah, and they're super skittish as it is, so it might take a while for them to build back. And that really kind of hurts us because we like seeing the antelope. It's one of our favorite creatures, and we love seeing it. In fact, this very spot is one of the spots where they would come down, feed or drink water, and then leave, and now you hardly see them at all.
And we got to see the eagle. We don't know how many eagles there are, but we have seen an eagle every day or every other day. It sometimes just flies right over our RV.
We got to see it fish.
Yeah, Matthew saw it grab a fish and go over there and just eat it.
It didn't go very far, y'all. It just stopped on the beach to have lunch.
Speaking of the eagle, a friend, we're not going to mention friend's name, but someone that is in our group.
Well, that limits it.
So you'll have to go back and watch the video. Who are y'all camping with? Anyways, I think it was day one we were here, and she went outside and she's like, ooh, eagle, eagle, eagle. And we're like all around her, like, yeah, eagle. Matthew zooms in and takes a picture of this eagle, and we will insert the picture here. Drop us a comment below and let us know, do you think that's an eagle?
It's a grainy picture, by the way.
So I started looking. I said, I don't know. That kind of just looks like maybe it could be a person wearing a white hoodie on their head, right? And she's like, no, I think it's an eagle. And so Matthew investigated. You went and got the binoculars.
I got the binoculars
because you saw.
It was a woman with long blonde hair wearing a dark shirt. No eagle.
And she did her eagle dance and everything like that. And I said, well, you're going to have to go back and undo the eagle dance or whatever. I thought that was the funniest thing. And
so after that, needless to say, we had to be sure anytime we saw the eagle. Now, blonde women wearing dark shirts don't fly. So we know we've seen the eagle several times now, an actual eagle.
Can we talk about the wind, y'all?
Anytime you want to do something outside, there's a wind. But I tell you what, I like the wind here because the wind here means no bugs. So
that's true.
There's a trade-off, and it's not too windy to do anything.
In fact, when it's not windy, we went to hike that, which y'all saw video footage of. We didn't make it to the lake, but on the way to that hike, there were swarms of lake bugs, or were they mosquitoes?
They didn't bite me, but there were thousands of them just everywhere in your face, but they didn't bite, they didn't sting. So I don't know what they were. Lame, I guess.
We also got to do our laundry twice here, which Pinedale Pinedale actually has a pretty decent laundry facility. The first time we went in there this time, this guy decided to come in with his dogs, and I'm like trying to maneuver the carts around his dog. I'm like, literally, I don't think you're supposed to bring your dogs in the laundry facility, right? Have y'all ever seen that?
But at least he had him on a leash, even though the leash was about 10 feet long.
And then he went back to the car, and then he came back with yet another dog. And he had a small car. Maybe it was kind of like an episode of a clown car. Like, how many animals is he gonna get out of the car?
Yep.
I don't know, but
what are you gonna do? It's free entertainment.
That was funny. But speaking of talking about inconveniences like the wind, hello wind, we needed to go get propane, and we work, you know, I guess banker's hours or whatever, and Pinedale is a place where they like to roll the sidewalks up, so to speak. That was a term my granny used to use. Roll the sidewalks up at 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
But he called this grocery store, it was Ridley's, that's attached to an Ace Hardware, and said, you know, we need to get propane. How late are y'all going to be refilling the propane?
Yeah, because it's around back, so they have to leave the front of the store and go around back.
And the guy said, oh, till 7 or 8 for sure. We're like, okay. So we knew that we could get off work and go get propane. So
yeah.
Matthew loads the propane in the truck, we get there, and he went inside, and then went...
I went inside, and the guy said, well, I'm the only one here, and I can't leave the front of the store, so sorry, can't give you propane. So that wasn't a good moment for us. I mean, and then we started calling and everybody's like, no, we don't sell propane, or no, we don't fill propane, or no, we can't refill it tonight. We're just about to close. So
we wound up calling this RV park where we actually dumped and got water, and we've stayed there before. I think we'll type the word down.
Highline Trail RV Park, a wonderful park run by a wonderful lady.
Matthew's like, I'll try to get there as fast as I can. She said, don't worry about it. We'll be here when you get here. So we were able to get propane there. We went ahead and filled our water there, and we met a nice subscriber. So it was like a blessing in disguise, because sometimes, you know, inconveniences lead to blessings.
They lead to better things, and it was a blessing. It was a blessing to meet and talk to him, and it was a blessing to be able to get the propane, and we just filled up with water since we were there. So we got all three.
Right. So after our second experience, are we coming back to Soda Lake?
We'd be dumb not to.
We're coming. Go ahead.
We didn't get to eat at our favorite Chinese restaurant either.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have time for that.
Right. We're coming back, and I think Soda Lake's moved up to maybe #1 on our list.
At least in the top 3, but yeah.